The Karabakh issue, the issue of Artsakh, to me, that's a looming threat of genocide if the issue is not resolved in a just manner.
Okay, can you please dwell on that a little bit? I know in 2016 we had the 4-day war, now 4 days, yes, with a number of casualties, with people being frightened. So, do you see any resolution in this context? Where should the Armenians stand? Should we engage in discussions with Azerbaijan? Or I know it's a critical issue.
It's a very. I'm not an expert. I mean, it's just my personal opinion from the information that I am privy to. I believe in the right of people to self-determination, especially when they are the majority of a region. And they have been historically the majority in that region, and they have historically been oppressed by the larger administrative power, and have been under threat of ethnic cleansing, etc., etc. That's one. So, to me, I'm neither a diplomat nor a politician. So geopolitics to me is always very complicated. And I know the geopolitics of this region are very complicated. The players all have, the players being the larger global powers, have their own interests in the region, which is why the issue hasn't been resolved yet. But it should have been resolved in 1994. I mean, the Armenian armed forces and the Karabakh Artsakh armed forces won the war, basically. But we have a frozen conflict because it was taken into the geopolitical realm, rather than the realm of self-determination and trying to prevent ethnic cleansing or genocide. And then you have Azerbaijan, who for the intervening 25 years has armed itself, using its petrol and gas wealth to arm itself, and continues to threaten the existence of not just Artsakh, but also of Armenia. I mean, even at the highest level, the threats are existential threats. They're threats to the Armenian nation. And I believe you can't negotiate with, you can't compromise.
Yeah, I mean, if power corrupts, it goes back to the famous proverb. If they start seizing territory, they will be vociferous and have an insatiable hunger for more. And I think that could well mean the end of Armenia.
It's an existential issue for Armenians, for the Armenian nation.
So do you believe, like, now, of course, it's a governmental military issue, but what
political? It's a political issue. It's a geopolitical issue. It's not just Azerbaijan and Armenia trying, or
Russia.
Azerbaijan and Artsakh trying to resolve their differences. It's not. It's been taken up to a much higher level of Russia, France, the US, the UK, world powers.
Okay, but that sounds very intimidating.
Turkey.
For the sole Armenian, for individuals coming through the organization. But what do you think, what stake do the young people have to promote change, to promote a different perspective in this very conflict?
In the conflict?
Or can we just look and watch like a cinema movie? I think that would be frustrating.
I think one of the things that we failed to do in the previous 20-25 years, because of a variety of factors, was to instill a sense of ownership in the Armenian people, a sense of ownership and responsibility vis-a-vis Armenia, vis-a-vis Artsakh, vis-a-vis the Armenian nation as a whole. I think we've taken a lot of things for granted. Maybe that's partly due to the post-Soviet ethos, maybe I don't know, until we all individually and collectively have a sense of responsibility for what happens to every stone and every blade of grass and every border village, until we individually and collectively feel responsible for everything, we won't succeed.